Good evening, I'm Julia with KVWN News Channel 4. Tonight, we're diving into a sizzling sensation sweeping YouTube. A hot dog that's taken the internet by storm. To help us unpack this phenomenon, we brought in an expert in all things hot dogs. Joining us live is Twan, the host of the #1 hot dog channel on YouTube.
What is up, Tube Steak Titans? It's your hot dog host, Twan, and today we are making an internet sensation. It's the viral hot dog that's been filling up everybody's feed. It's about to get cheesy, so stick around because this is the Hot Dog Show. Here's what we've got on deck today. We're calling it it's Queso Dog. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make our own queso fundido dip. We're gonna top the hot dog with the queso fundido dip. We've got a blend of Monterey and cheddar cheese that's gonna go down on top of that. We're gonna turn the whole thing upside down and we're gonna grill it on the griddle. And then we're gonna make a spicy, sweet cherry pepper relish. It's gonna be incredible. We're gonna start with a half cup of milk and we're gonna get that right into our double boiler. Now what I've got over here on the stove is I've got a pan with water in it and I've got another pan that's sitting right on top. I'm gonna go in with about a half cup of milk. Next in is just a couple tablespoons of sweet cream butter. We're gonna let that butter melt and we're gonna let the milk get nice and steamy. And then we've got white American cheese. I mean, it's gonna melt great, it's gonna be great. Once we go in with that, we'll get our green chilies and we'll put those in. So, into our milk and butter goes 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin, and 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. We'll give that a quick mix, let that infuse into this butter, and let that all melt down. Once that's all hot and melted, we're gonna go in with our American cheese slices. And we just picked up KRAFT Singles American cheese slices and they're gonna go in one at a time. We're gonna stir it, we're gonna melt, we're gonna stir, melt. It's about to get cheesy and it's about to get greasy because we're making the cheesiest dog I think I've ever made on the Hot Dog Show.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
It's about to get cheesy up in here. Cheesy, greasy, greasy cheese. This dog is gonna be cheesy, but it's also gonna be amazing because we've got a beautiful BOLILLO roll. These are nice, soft, pillowy rolls, and wait till you see what we do with this. Time to go in with our first slice of cheese. We'll let that melt down. And actually, you know what I might do is we're gonna take a few of our cheese slices at a time and we're just gonna give these a cut and we'll be able to get them kind of chunked into our sauce slowly. Because as it melts, this is gonna get so creamy and delicious and it's gonna be so good. Look at that, chunk, chunk, chunk. Oh, it already smells great. Chunk, chunk, chunk. We're gonna let that melt down a little bit. And while we're doing that, you know what it's time to do. It's time to get these dogs in the water. And of course, we're using our good old standby. It's an all beef natural Frankfurter from our friends at Hoffy, the Hoffy Hollywood dog. Now, they're not sponsoring this video or anything like that, but we just like their hot dogs. So maybe someday they'll give us a nice little sponsorship. What do you say, Hoffy? All right, time for these dogs to go right in the water. We're gonna let those get all nice and steamy, as we say. So steamy. I'm gonna take a minute to really get all the liquid out of these green chilies. I don't want any liquid watering down our queso. We want it to be nice and thick so it fits on top of our dog. So we're just gonna take the lid, give it a nice press till all of that liquid comes out. Since I'm making a smaller batch, I'm actually going to put in just a little bit less of the green chili than the whole thing. Just we're gonna tap in a little bit at a time, or maybe a lot at a time, I don't know. No, that looks pretty good to me. There's two ways to make the queso spicy. One is to use cayenne pepper. Put a little bit of cayenne pepper, whatever you like there on it. You can also just take a little bit of the adobo sauce. So I get these chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, and what I can do is just take a little bit of the sauce from that, probably about a half teaspoon or so, and that's gonna give us just the right amount of heat we want on that queso. We'll give that a nice stir. And that, my friends, is some great queso fundido for our It's Queso! Queso Dog.
It's queso!
In addition to making the cheesiest dog on the internet right now, we're going to put together a little cherry pepper relish. I've got 3 hot cherry peppers and I've got 3 sweet cherry peppers. If you've ever had a cheesesteak, you've had this cherry pepper relish before, and it adds a spice and a tang because of the pickling process. So we're gonna just slice the tops of these cherry peppers off. The one thing is I don't want all of this seed in there, so I'm just gonna take the tip of my knife and I'm gonna pull out a little bit of this seed. Now we're just gonna give these a nice slice, and then we're gonna take it down and we're gonna mince it really into a tight relish style. It's gonna be really good on the hot dogs. All right, our relish is chopped, and put it into our little bowl here. And I can tell you, I think that's gonna be great on top of that dog. All right, we're gonna get our griddle heating up, and while that's happening, we're gonna grab our BOLILLO roll. Now I'm gonna cut the sides off of this roll, because remember, we're making this viral internet sensation that everybody's been raving about, and it's a grilled cheese hot dog. So we're gonna take our bun and our butter, and we are gonna get this bun nice and toasty. Just gonna give it a wipe down with some of this butter. Woo! We're gonna get this over here. Man, that's going fast. Wow, that's not even taking very long at all. That is a quick toast. Look at that, that is so nice. It feels exactly like a grilled cheese sandwich. All right, so you know how we do. We gotta get these dogs right on this hot griddle. We gotta get them slappity slappy. Woo, that's a hot griddle. All right, love it. Here we go. Slap at a dog. And I like to just make 2 just because you never know. Slap a dog number 2. Oh yeah. At this point, we are ready to build. So first up, we're gonna put down a little neutral oil, and you're gonna see why we did that in just a second. Time to get this baby. Oh, there it is. Boom. Right there. Remember, we made our queso, and that's gonna go on our dog right now. Now the trick will be keeping this all in one piece as we get it onto our griddle. So if you've watched any of the viral videos, you know that this dog gets topped with cheese. And this is gonna help us keep all of that queso goodness in our dog. So here we go. Let's give this a shot. Can we do it? Will we be successful? No one knows. Oh, our queso's starting to come out, the sides. This is gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see how this comes out. Oh my goodness. I would call this a humongous success. Look at that. Oh man, check this out. Super crispy.
Extra crispy.
All we have to do now is just top with our sweet and hot pepper relish. God, it's gonna be so good. And that, my friends, is the grilled cheese. It's queso! Queso Dog. And I think we made it better. And now, the moment I've been waiting for, we taste it. That's one cheesy dog. And that's one cheesy dog I don't mind hanging out with. Hey, if you want to see this cheesy face again, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell because you don't want to miss out on any of the fun while we're hanging in the bun. We'll see you next time.
So, during one of my early broadcasts in the film, I made a little joke about power hopping people.
I'm a hot liquor.
That's been very lucky for me.